Good afternoon. This is Damien Wilson coming to you with another Signs of the Time message. This is on net neutrality from an article in the New York Times. Net neutrality is basically when the ISP servers in your network carrier like Verizon or Comcast, they block certain websites such as Facebook, Instagram, and then basically making it to the point you have to pay for those services through your Wi-Fi carrier or your internet provider, But net neutrality ended yesterday. They propelled a 3-2 vote, and this guy right here, Ajit Pai, I mean to say, he was one of the main spokespersons wanting to repeal net neutrality and take it down. Basically make you pay for certain websites, like I said before, that you gotta look for information for, or social media networking, things like that. But continuing on, the net neutrality repeal is official. Here's how that could affect you. Ajit Pai, the chairman of the Federal Communications Commission, has long opposed net neutrality regulations, saying they impeded innovation. It's by Keith Collins. But June 11, 2018, which is yesterday, it's official. The Federal Communications Commission repeal of net neutrality rules which had required internet service providers to offer equal access to all web content took effect on Monday. But continuing on, the rules enacted by the administration of President Barack Obama in 2015 prohibited internet providers from charging more for certain content, from giving preferential treatment to certain websites. Like I said, special websites you gotta pay for. But continuing on, after the commission voted to repeal the rules in December, it faced a public outcry, legal challenges from state attorneys general and public interest groups, and pushed by Democratic lawmakers to overrun the decision, which basically, this is all in the works of the New World Order anyway, because they want to repeal the truth, because the truth is coming out at this present moment, and it's almost on all platforms on YouTube, not the mainstream media, because they will never tell you the truth, such as FEMA barges about to be en route supposedly being en route towards Hawaii, But continuing on, opponents argue that the repeal would open the door for service providers to censor content online or charge additional fees for better service, better Wi-Fi connectivity, things along that line. Something that could hurt small companies in several states have taken steps to impose the rules on the local level. Still, the repeal was a big win for Ajit Pai, the FCC's chairman, which is the basically the censorship part of the government. Team Noor, chairman who has long opposed the regulations, saying they impeded innovation. He once said they were based on hypothetical harms and hysterical prophecies of doom, which is basically the truth, because once the internet provider service start blocking certain websites, certain access to content and truth speakers won't be able to be as well accessed without paying. Most of the people that's getting this free online connectivity don't have the most of them do, but mostly a lot of them don't have the pay rate to keep up paying bills, paying gas, water bills, and paying the Wi-Fi service probably every month, just like a bill of basically a house bill, But like I said, it says prophecy of doom right here, because once this internet goes out of service, or not goes out of service, they limit the information being put out toward truth seekers and people that's seeking the truth at this moment. Because a lot of people are waking up. It's going to be they're going to enact their plans more and more. By continuing on. And then the column published on CNET Monday, Mr. Pai argued that repeal was good for consumers because it restored the Federal Trade Commission authority over internet service providers, which is a lie. It's basically, like I said, to block the truth, and he wanted the puppets that's responsible for blocking the truth. Getting the words, which is what I'm speaking right now to you and others around the world, around the globe, around the country. Speaking the truth and real righteousness and sincerity, not what the mainstream media is telling you. Basically, cutting off the truth seekers because they're speaking too much truth into existence and bringing up awakening. But it's just part of the New Order plans. But continuing on, in 2015, the SEC stripped the FTC, the nation's premier consumer protection agency, of its authority over internet service providers. This was a loss for consumers and a mistake we have reversed, Mr. Pai wrote. These are the rules that were repealed. The original rules laid out a regulatory plan that addressed a rapidly changing internet. Under these regulations, broadband service was considered a utility under Title II of the Communications Act, giving the SEC broad power over the internet providers. The rules prohibited these practices. Blocking. Internet service providers could not discriminate against any unlawful content by blocking websites and apps. Throttling. Service providers could not slow the transmission of data because of the nature of the content, as long as it was legal. What they term legal is basically politically correct. Speaking highly good of this government, looking towards them as the truth, as not the truth, but as the ones that are comforter for the asleep populace that don't know the truth. But continuing on, paid prioritization. Service providers could not create the internet fast lane for companies and consumers who paid premiums in a slow lane for those who didn't. What's everyone worried about? Many consumer advocates argue that once the rules were scrapped, broadband providers could begin selling the internet in bundles, not unlike cable TV packages. Want access to Facebook and Twitter? Under the bundling system, getting on those sites could require paying for a premium social media package. Basically saying like YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, which Twitter and Instagram is already CIA operative. Facebook too, they watching on there, take all your data, your online information that you post, each post pictures, and send it to a fusion center in your local state, and compile a dossier to see if you, like I said before, if you're one of the people that's against this government or not against this government. Basically, if you're awake or a sheeple. Continuing on. Another major concern is that consumers could suffer from pay-to-play deals without rules, prohibiting paid prioritization. The fast lane could be occupied by big internet and media companies, as well as affluent households, while everyone else would be left in the slow lane. Basically saying the ones that have good pay and higher up pay, above middle class pay, along those lines, they get paid bundle to the higher premium bundles, and the lower premium bundles, which have fewer social media bundles, not bundles, but servers like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or even anything else. You have a lower plan, whereas the premium you pay a higher rate and you get better, faster information. Not better, faster, but better connectivity to the Wi-Fi internet. and provide your ISP providers where the low income households and areas, they get the lower premium package, not lower premium, but the lower package, where they only get a certain 3 maybe in the package, where basically 5 or 10 come in a premium package. But continuing on, some small business owners are worried too that industry giants could pay to get an edge and leave them on an unfair playing field. E-commerce startups have feared that they could end up on the losing end of paid prioritization, with the websites and servers loading more slowly than those run by internet behemoths such as Google, Bing, along those lines. Remote workers of all kinds, including freelancers and franchises in the so-called gig economy, which is basically like the Internet of Things, Bitcoin and all of those type of wireless electronic connectivity transactions, could similarly face higher costs due to their jobs from home. Internet service providers now have the power to block websites, throttle services, and censor online content. Like I said, blocking the truth. A lot of websites on this as of this moment. It's a lot of websites that have a lot of truth in it, exposed to the government for what it really is. But soon enough, down the line, you're gonna be blocking those websites off, or you might have to pay an extra fee or extra charge to access that information. But continuing on, Jessica Rosenworcel, a Democratic member of the commission who voted against the repeal, said in an email statement Monday, they will have the right to discriminate in favor of the internet traffic of those companies whom they have paid for play arrangements, and the right to co-sign all others to slow and bumpy road. Like I said, you get the better pay, better premium package, lower pay, slower data, slower connectivity to the websites you want to get to, or maybe not connectivity to the website at all. Why it may not matter to you. Several states have taken measures to ensure rules stay in effect. For example, in March, Governor Jay Inslee of Washington, a Democrat, signed a law that effectively replaced the federal rule. Others, including the governors of Montana and New York, used executive orders to force net neutrality. And it says use executive orders, because as I went over in a previous video, it's an executive order where they can break down, once the economy breaks down, they can assume all control of the media outlets, media privatization, anything along media productivity and output. Continuing on, as of late May, 29 state legislators had introduced bills meant to ensure net neutrality, according to the National Conference of State Legislators. Still, several of these measures have failed. Some are still pending, and not every state has taken such actions. The argument against the rules. The FCC said it had repealed the rules because they restrained broadband providers like Verizon and Comcast from experimenting with new business models and investing in new technology, which is a lie. Just want to cover up the truth, and people that's speaking the truth and slowing the truth down, or not even allowing the truth to get out fully to the people that's searching for the truth at this present moment. But continuing on, this chairman has long argued against the rules, pointing out that before they were put into effect in 2015, service providers had not engaged in any of the practices the rules prohibited. America's internet economy became the envy of the world thanks to a market-based approach that began in the mid-1990s. Advertising, once the computers got up, Apple got up, and all of those type of electronic devices advertise a lot of products through the media, through social media, you know, those links in Facebook and all those type of things. Clothing stores, um, anything along those lines. But continuing on, Mr. Pai said in a speech article over World Congress in February, the United States is simply making a shift from preemptive regulation, which foolishly presumes that every last wireless company is an anti-competitive monopolist, a targeted enforcement based on actual market failure or anti-competitive conduct, he said. In Monday's op-ed, he repealed his argument that the internet thrived without net neutrality rules in place for most of its existence. But basically, the government want to get paid more and more off the internet, you know, and block the truth at the same time, and try to get their funding up before the things hit the fan and get real bad out here. But continuing on, President Clinton and Republican Congress agreed on a light touch framework to regulating the internet. Under that approach, the internet was open and free. Network investment topped 1.5 trillion, he wrote. Several internet providers made public pledges that they would not block or throttle sites once the rule were repealed. The companies argued that Title II gave the FCC too much control over their business and that the regulations made it hard to expand their networks. Which, basically, the FCC is the control content and censorship place where they censor certain things, like I talked about before, truth, people that's talking about the government, what they really doing, you know. Net neutrality trending. Democratic lawmakers who opposed the repeal took to social media promised to reinstate the regulations. Barbara Underwood, New York's Attorney General, noted that lawsuits opposing the repeal are still pending, but in all actuality, they're going to block the truth. They're going to block the internet off eventually as a whole because the truth is coming out, and I'll show you why at a certain amount of time. But continuing on, the people saying we can't pass the resolution to hashtag save the internet in the House are the same people who were saying we couldn't do it in the Senate. Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts wrote on Twitter, ignoring them, just keep fighting. But basically what this truth was set up for was, basically what the internet was set up for was this truth, you know, and the scripture talk about the unicorn. It's not, it is, but it's not for social media, and it is for connectivity and connecting with people, but not on the basis of vanity, cars, clothes, jewelry, MTV, BET, shit like that, that don't matter when you know, lead us around, lead us third dimensional frequencies, but 3D lockdown prison matrix, but, you know, scripture talks about that too. So basically, this is King James Bible Online, you know, it's Amos 8 and 11. Chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Mashiach, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but the hearing the words of the Lord. Because it's coming a time where the truth is out right now, and if you're not getting in line, getting in the know, you know, they most likely in the future, when things start to hit the fan, things start to turn up, get to a frequency where it's gonna be can't ignore it in front of your face. By that time, they're gonna have the internet on shutdown or restricted to the point where it's like North Korea. All you could do is just look at TV propaganda and vanity, and you know, some of the lies that they speak on that box, you know, that portal box. But when this thing goes down, you know, people gonna be in the streets asking what's going on, you know, like when the martial law troops walk around and start seizing up the churches, start seizing the which the churches sold out anyway, you know, that 501 3C, I think, that tax exemption, you know, they already sold out. They sold to the system, you know. It's basic. It's easy to comprehend that the Most High don't need material gain. You know, he just wants you to worship him for who he really is and the truth and righteousness and respect. But things turn up, like such as like I said, they seize the media. What they doing now, famine of the word, cutting it off, basically. So when things get turned up, you won't be able to hear none of those true speakers speaking about the real things going on. You know, they're gonna be in the streets like chickens with their heads cut off. But that's all I got for y'all today. It's just a sign of the time message. I don't know.